What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another gym day video. And if you're someone looking to get bigger arms, fuller arms, both with your biceps, triceps, and forearms, then you are in the right place, because today is an arm day. We're going to be making sure we hit and show you how to hit your biceps, working them out in different ways. Also with the triceps, because we got to work on the back end of our arms. You can't just work one part of the arms, not the other part of the arms. We're also going to be working out our forearms, so make sure you stay tuned.
Let's get into it. For the biceps, number one, we are starting off with incline dumbbell hammer curls. The thing about hammer curls is you can do hammer curls in many different ways. Right now we're just doing incline just to get a lot more range of motion, both in our shoulders, the top of our biceps, and then on the bottom of our biceps. We want to make sure we are hitting the long head of our biceps, and this is great just for isolating your arms overall. Of course, if you do regular curls, you're still going to get some type of work, but this is a great isolation exercise.
Let me put the weight down.
Into our second set, a huge thing that I realized was doing too much weight was probably not the best thing to do, because I was really letting the range of motion go while I was trying to overcompensate. So I had to go ahead and drop down. I wasn't even trying to cook on that. I'm going to be honest with you. Do that for 4 sets. Then we're running into tricep kickbacks. Now with this, you want to make sure you're getting a good angle. And the great thing about tricep kickbacks is that it works the strongest part of your triceps. This exercise mainly targets the lateral head of your triceps, but it works all 3 parts as well. And what I love about it is that just like the incline hammer curls, it is an isolation exercise for your arms. Okay, for the horseshoe tricep, this is the exercise to go to. Next exercise are easy bar curls. Could be the greatest activation for your biceps with this exercise, just because of everything that it targets and the placement of your hands during your easy bar curls. What I like to do is start out wide for 2 sets and then go in closer for 2 sets, making sure I'm hitting both sides. And then this helps also thickening your biceps, because you're making sure you start wide, you go close, start wide, go close. You're thickening, you're working on all ends of your arms. You want to make sure you're getting that good squeeze at the top. It's also going to work your forearms just because of the grip, but make sure you're not diminishing this range of motion and pulling with your shoulders. You want to really squeeze on your biceps. Make sure you're activating your biceps so you can get that peak on the biceps that you want to look for. We're going to go ahead and run these 4 sets of 10 to 12, and then we're going to get into our next exercise. Let's go. Single arm concentration curls. With these concentration curls, you want to make sure your elbow is underneath your leg, but your arm is still leaning on your thigh and pulling, focusing solely on that bicep. Remember, this is a freaking arm day. We're not pulling up with our shoulders. We're doing as much arm focus and activation as possible, squeezing to the top. Please do not be like me and get to the point where you are spotting yourself. I mean, yes, it's nice. I'm still focusing and still targeting, but the quality is just not where it needs to be. But this is going to help you get that peak in your bicep as well. Remember, this is an arm day. Let's get it. Concentration curls are one of my babies because they work your long head, your short head, your forearms, and even your grip. You can see from this just the tension in my arm, the tension in my forearms while I'm pulling it up, the squeeze, and just the focus that I have to have overall to make sure the quality is there with this workout. Again, don't be like me with the ego and get to a point where you are spotting yourself. But if you do, just make sure you're doing it safely. Roll it up, get lit, and get your arms big. Let's go. If you can control it down, controlling it down is going to do you a lot better than bringing it up. You know your boy's a little burnt out. We got to go ahead and chill. But let's go ahead and get into our next exercise. It's an arm day. We are going into our forearms. No skipping the forearms. We are going with barbell wrist curls, seated down, letting our arms or legs down, and just curling up with our wrist. Of course, as you see it right here, this is going to make sure you're getting your forearms thicker, swole, wider. You might have ripped forearms, but these seated barbell wrist curls are going to take your forearms to the next level. You can start off with no weight and just add weight as you continue to go on, but you don't want to neglect these workouts, because a lot of times people do forearms and they're overcompensating with other parts of their body, other parts of their arms, where really you just want it to be in your wrist, focusing on your wrist to make sure that the growth is going from your hands. You're getting that vascularity, you're getting the pump, and you're getting your growth in the lower part of your arms to make sure your forearms are growing the way that we need them to grow. Remember, it's an arm day. We're working our forearms, triceps, biceps. We're getting swole, we're getting right, and we are getting locked in. Let's go. This workout though, you want to be doing 4 sets of this, 4 sets, 20 reps. If you could go 20 without dropping the weight, and if possible, if you could increase the weight each set you going up, it's going to do you a lot better. But this is a workout that's going to be more focused on your quality, more focused on the range and the squeeze with your wrist over anything else. Now we are going into reverse grip easy bar curls. We're going with the close grip instead of the wide grip, just to make sure we are solely focusing on our biceps and we're not shrugging up with our shoulders. This workout targets the front of your forearms, your brachialis, and the center of your biceps. Now, this workout right here is going to be amazing. I don't really see a lot of people doing it, but when you do this, please make sure you are not shrugging up with your shoulders. You're primarily focusing on the curl with your arms and getting the squeeze. Now, at this point in the workout, you are going to have a huge, insane pump. So it's going to be a little bit more difficult to get your arms squeezed the way that you might think, but make sure you get that. And please do not forget the hydration. That is important. Me, I'm going to chill a little bit off the phone because your boy is cooked. I'm burnt out. This arm day is killing me. But let's go ahead and get back into it, though. I don't know what this person talking about. They on some goofy stuff, but we not with it. Let's get back to the workout. It's gym time. It's game time. Forget the foolishness on the phone. It's time to keep seeing this workout through. Again, if you need to work on your forearms, your freaking arm thickness, your vascularity, anything when it comes to your arm growth, getting your arms from 10-inch arms to freaking 15, 16 and up, getting your arms to that next level. This is going to be where it's at. Of course, I'm heading to the point where I'm getting to failure, but I still want to make sure I'm getting that squeeze and not giving up on myself, because we are cleaning up the weights, cleaning up the gym, and cleaning up these freaking gains. Let's go. Those of you who don't know, I'm also preparing for a bodybuilding competition. So I have to touch up one of the best parts of my body, and that is my chest. And to do that, I'm doing incline dumbbell bench press, slow and controlled, making sure I'm getting quality movements over just pushing up heavy weight. Now with this, I'm going to be doing 4 sets of 10 to 15, depending on where we're at. And we're just going to push it out. Let's go. This isn't solely a chest workout though. It also works the back sides of your arms. It works your rear deltoids. And it also works your triceps, believe it or not. So we're still hitting our arms even though we're engaging and hitting our chest too. But it's an upper body workout to say the least, nonetheless. Now, of course, making sure you're keeping it slow and controlled. I like to do my workouts like this, not really just throwing the weight all over the place. I want to make sure I'm feeling it every single time I'm extending and getting that range of motion, and also coming at the top with the squeeze of my motion to make sure my muscles are getting tight, flexing, and the blood is flowing the way that it needs to flow through my muscles. And I still feel it, because mind to muscle connection when it comes to either lifting weights or bodybuilding is going to save you at the end of the day. The more connection and feeling you have with your body, especially when it comes to moving heavier weight, the more weight you're going to be able to push easier, because you're used to the weight, you felt the weight, you've been conscious with the weight instead of just losing yourself, throwing the weight up in a rage, whatever it is, in your feelings and being gone. Getting into it, this workout works the upper part of your chest, and it also helps with muscle imbalances. If you are someone who has a right arm stronger than your left or vice versa, it's going to help get that targeted and get that figured out. But let's go ahead and run into our last set. I decided to go a little crazy with the ego today. I don't even know why. I saw old dude next to me doing it. I was like, dang, bro, if he could do it, we could do it too. Kick off the slides. It's time to go into my chill zone, throw on some music, some CZ, the best of it all, and grab some 100s. Now, I don't usually grab the 100s. Usually I just grab the 90s and I chill. But today is the day. As you see, going down slow. I'm not usually used to it. I asked bro for a spot because I'm like, hey bro, this young not going the way that I need to go. Come support your boy. Come support diversity and inclusion. So I'm gonna have him help me out. But at the end of the day, I don't think I need much help. We're gonna try to get 10 at least. I want to know, do you guys think the first one counts that you push up? Is that count as a full rep? Or do you have to go up and then come back down for a full rep? Now, as you guys see, it is a little bit of struggle. We are burnt out, but we already finished arms. Now we're just hitting the ego. We're getting the rest of everything touched up. All in all, that is the arm workout. To get bigger arms, subscribe and like for more.